Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Lumine Ai. Thank you so much for being here. This time, I want to talk about something that I've been feeling inside me from the past few years. These strange feelings I had about money and the confusing it was creating in my relationship with music. Recently, I finally understood the sources of the feelings. Today, I want to share the journey that led me to the realization and the places, moments, and the people I met along the way that I want to cherish from now on. I hope that my now can bring someone healing or maybe a little inspiration. Okay, let's start it. First, these were kinds of feeling I was having. Ta-da! Like this. For those who may not know me yet, I'm a singer-songwriter. I love singing since I was a child. Even while getting ready to go outside with friends or in the car on the way to the surfing, I would always find myself singing without even noticing. At some point, when I strongly felt I want to live doing something I love like this, I started working at the music school at the vocal coach. I wanted to help each person discover their own unique voice and help them to learn to love themselves more through their voice. With that feelings, I kept teaching, and before I knew it, I was the one receiving courage and confidence from my students. I wanted to chase my dream too. Because of the feelings, I quit my job and then decided to first start my music journey. With everyone supporting me, creating my very first lyrics, melodies, and original song felt so natural to me, and I discovered a new kind of happiness. But at the same time, little by little, singing started to feel like something I had to work hard at. When I tried to sing, it felt like my heart was closing. I felt tension in my body. Even though I wanted to share my music, I couldn't shake this feeling of guilt. I don't know what's wrong. I just knew I wanted to protect music for myself. So even though it was scary, I eventually stopped receiving money from my music. I also stopped singing environments that felt wrong for me. But I still need money to live, so I earn money in other way. And I only made music when it felt truly joyful. When trying my best to balance everything, I kept asking myself, what is music to me? What do I truly want? What is money? And then I met a friend through a beautiful connection, Kuroda Chiharu. Even before meeting her, I could already feel this big warm energy from her. I followed my intuition that said, maybe if I'm meeting this person, I'll understand something. And I decided to stay at a place called Natsuki where she lived. Her lifestyle, her honest eyes, her smile, I was completely drawn to all of it. And then she said to me, you can live even without money. That one sentence made me feel like the quietly, it's gonna be okay, I had always felt deep inside me, was actually right all along. The next day, I spent time alone. I played with the plants outside the house, sing, journal, and simply enjoyed the slow flow of time. And I wrote this in my notebook. I just want to live in the present moment, doing what I love, with people I love. That's all I want. And I want to meet Chiharu-san again. I think that was my truest feeling. Even after I came back home, I kept thinking about what she said. We can live even without money. At the same time, I kept reflection on what my ideal life truly looked like. Looking at the way she lives, I can really believe that a life look like that exists. But at the same time, I find myself wondering, is my ideal life really a world with not money at all? The answer that came to me was probably no. I love going to cafes. I love traveling and experiencing moments that makes my heart sparkle. Those dreams matter to me too. When I went to see her again, she shared an idea with me that completely changed the way I saw things. She told me about separating money for survival and money for joy. The moment I heard those words, I thought, oh my god, this is it. Everything suddenly connected. I realized that what I'd been uncomfortable with wasn't money itself. It was the energy surrounding money, the anxiety, the fear, the feeling that I have to learn money just to survive, and the tight, fearful mindset that came with it. That was the discomfort I had been carrying all along. Without even realizing it, I had been pulled into the same energy. Instead of simply enjoying music, I had started believing that I needed to result in order to survive. But at the same time, I also realized something else. My music is born from completely losing myself in sound. It is my pure joy. What is music to me? I had never really asked myself that question before, because it has always been something I love so deeply that I simply losing myself in it. Music to me is my heartbeat. I still don't know exactly what kind of lifestyle I'm going to create from here, but I want to remember the feeling I had back then and keep singing more freely. Okay, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next... Okay, 噛んじゃった. See you next time. Bye!